Hello and welcome to another episode of the Xbox Simulation Gaming Series. Look at this beauty. I bought a new truck. It's a Semi, and this is actually the Scania truck. Look at it. So nice. I think I better go back inside because I can't drive it like this. But yeah, decided to buy a new truck, and this is it. I've been driving it for a little bit, and I do like the Scania. Originally, I started with the Scania when this game came out, but then there were problems with the Scania truck, so I switched over to the MAN truck. I'm glad that I'm going back to it right now, and it is nice that you can actually buy a different kind of truck, because at the very beginning in the game, once you start with the MAN, that's the only truck you can drive. Let me see if I can pass this guy here. And yeah, it's nice, but there are a few things I don't like about the Scania, and that's the fact that I can't really see very well both of my mirrors. My seat right now is as far back as possible. I cannot put it any further back, and unfortunately, some of the mirrors are a little bit hidden. This is not the case with the MAN truck. With the MAN truck, I can see both mirrors nicely. But I do like the interior. I'm a little bit disappointed that you cannot really see the tacho once you start entering. You can't see what you enter, so there's no display. So that sucks a little bit. Yeah. Other than that, this truck is pretty nice. It drives very nicely too. Now, I'm thinking this is general for the semis in the game. I'll buy another MAN truck after that, a semi, and see how that goes. But this one drives much easier than the tandem box trailer, for example. Like, this trailer doesn't like swing around as wildly as the tandem box trailer, and it is definitely way better than the Gigaliner. So I mean, yeah, as soon as you can, buy a semi truck, or even start with a semi. Like the game at the very beginning, you do have a semi truck, and you can drive the cattle trailer, so you can start with that. So yeah, it definitely looks like it is better to drive the semis, and it drives very smoothly. It's really nice. It's a very enjoyable experience driving this on the Autobahn. And I did try different settings, and when I reduced the damping to 0, this trailer starts swinging pretty wildly, so I guess that matters. And then once I increase the damping like over 3 or 4, then it starts going sideways on turns, and basically the steering wheel does not respond to the inputs that I'm giving, like the one that I'm using as a controller and the one on the screen don't turn at the same rate. So it's you have to have I guess the right settings, and I'm thinking then maybe possibly there are different settings for the different trailers, where like so you can hit the sweet spot. But I am not going to look for the right settings for the Gigaliner. I'm not interested in driving that. I can tell you that this the semis are driving perfectly fine at 10, and for damping 1 to 1.5. So that works perfectly. Anything below 1 though, it starts getting very shaky, and above 1.5 it starts not responding on turns, and you kind of like lose control. So this is for settings. Let me know what your settings are, and let me know in comments below if you found the right settings for the Gigaliner trailer, or for the tandem box, or any other trailer that is available in the game, that one that you can pull with the box truck, the rigid box truck. looks like we have 260 kilometers left. I don't think I'm gonna have this entire trip on the video, but I'm not going to time lapse. Just I'll leave it like that, just so you can see for a difference how it is on the autobahn with a different truck. Oh, and just one more thing here. This trailer, of course, is very easy to back up. As easy as the tandem box trailer, and obviously the Gigaliner was impossible to back up. But this one is very easy. Now the only problem is that a lot of the places where I go, the space is really tight, so I can't really straighten out the truck and the trailer. So I kind of have to park the truck in an angle just so the trailer is against the entrance, which is still okay. Like this trailer again is very easy to back up, so even with the tight spaces, you can park it offload it, load it up. It's all way easier, and the Gigaliner was a nightmare. Looks like there's a bus behind me, which looks like wants to go faster than 90 kilometers an hour, but it won't change lanes to pass me. And this is one of the drawbacks of this game. They don't change lanes, they don't pass you. See, in truck driver, cars do change lanes, and they will pass you. They will pass themselves as well. They don't drive behind one another. When one is driving too slow down for a bit, but then they can move over to the other lane and pass. So traffic wise, definitely a lot more realistic in truck driver. This one, especially for the autobahn, is very unrealistic. You will not see trucks driving like that in the left lane on the autobahn. That just doesn't happen, and it is illegal as well. There's no speed limits for cars on this highways. Yes, it is 80 kilometers an hour for trucks, but cars have no speed limits, and they cannot pass on the right either. So you always have to keep right. That's how it is. There's a drive lane and passing lane. The right lane is the drive lane, and the left lane is the one for passing. Trucks generally just drive in the right lane. They rarely pass each other. Most of them just drive 80-85 kilometers an hour. That's just how it is. So not very realistic, but at least the map is huge, and you can drive fairly long time with this. Following the GPS, I mean, you can drive long time in truck driver as well if you drive in circles, but you have to map up your own route. Like, you can't just follow the GPS if you're gonna drive in circles, obviously. So here there are some pretty long trips that you can take, and some of them can take you well over an hour. From the south of Germany to the north, that will take probably over an hour just in the game. And yeah, it's really enjoyable with the semi-truck. From now on, I'm really going to be driving semis only. let's talk a little bit about the steering wheel support. Now, I do have mine working. Obviously, it's Suzuka 900R. Although, like when you open the menu in the game, it doesn't really show any steering wheel. I've seen before some videos that it was supposed to show the steering wheel, and you was supposed to be able to like set up some settings for it. I don't have that here. The only settings are the ones that are for a controller. But it is working. It wasn't working before, so this is a steering wheel that is actually connected to a controller, and it doesn't work if I don't connect it to a controller, so it's at the same time connected to the Xbox with one cable, and another cable goes into a wireless controller, and that's how it works. It didn't work before again. Like, I do have some videos from December, I think, where I'm actually showing how I'm trying to use the wheel, and it doesn't work. But it is working now. It's been working for about a month. So definitely there is steering wheel support. Now I do see a lot of comments and saying stuff like certain wheels are not working, and people are even saying that there is no steering wheel support. I mean, mine didn't work before, so definitely there is some sort of progress in this field, but a lot of people are saying specifically for Logitech G923. So I'm not sure why this wheel is not working. I thought all Logitech wheels were supposed to be working, but please let me know below in the comments what platform you use, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, and what kind of Xbox. I'm playing this on Xbox One, and I'm using again Suzuka 900R. Please let me know what you're using for your steering wheel, and is it working? Is it working on this game, and what kind of console you play on? It'd be interesting to find out which steering wheels actually work, and I think this truck is gonna come in this lane. Or maybe not. Oh, good thing. Well, sometimes they're just coming in and then crash into you. I don't know, for some reason they don't really see the trailer. They just crash into it. I mean, to a certain degree they stay away from the truck itself, but the trailer just crash into it. Anyway, so it'd be very interesting to find out which steering wheels work, and specifically for Xbox One I'm interested, but leave it down in the comments so people know, like, if they want to buy the game now, like at least they know if the wheel they're using is working. it is a little bit curvier. You can see that there's not really much issues with the truck. I mean, I had lots of issues with the Gigaliner, but this semi-truck, the semi-trailer, is handling it pretty good. Again, it is enjoyable. Driving this thing is fun. I like to drive in the right lane. If I need to exit last moment, I can. But also, like the shoulder is there. On the left, they don't have shoulder. In North America, you do have shoulder on the left. In Europe, you don't. So this is accurate, and I can use the shoulder or the emergency lane if I need to. If I need more space. If I'm exiting here, and this is one thing that I'm really wondering every time I see the GPS showing the right lane. This is one thing I don't like about this game, and pretty much any game that is on Xbox right now, whether it's Bus Simulator, any of the two, or Truck Driver, they all don't really have any warning when you're coming up to an exit. Like, you really have to watch the GPS to figure out if you're supposed to be exiting. There is no warning. Nothing tells you like, oh, in a kilometer you have to exit. No, just until last moment you basically have to see the green line on your screen there. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was some sort of a warning that you will need to exit soon. And so many times it has happened to me, being in the left lane, trying to pass someone, and all of a sudden I realize I have to exit. Yeah, that's not fun. The only thing you have to worry about in the right lane is merging traffic, and again, they don't see your trailer. I've had so many cases where cars merging and they just go into the trailer and just crash into it. Yeah, not fun. look at that, we got an email. I bet one of my drivers delivered something. But I usually give them lots of stuff to deliver, so I don't think they're just idling right now. I'm pretty sure they're on the way to the next delivery, so I'll check them out when I arrive. I'm not gonna bother with them right now. I think I'm gonna have to pass these two guys. And usually if I don't block the left lane, somebody comes over. They will pass me in and will slow down once they catch up with these guys. As I'm trying to go behind them and pass as well. Happened to me many times. It's very annoying, so usually I try to block the left lane early, just to be sure that I can pass. And right now the GPS is showing that I'm supposed to be in the right lanes. We'll see if I suddenly have to exit. It's hard to tell, but I think I passed the truck already. Now, in Europe, there's one thing that truck drivers usually do. I don't know if they're still doing it. They used to do it back in the days. Like, if you're the one passing the one that's being passed, as soon as the truck passing them, as soon as the back of the truck passes the front of their truck, they would flash with their high beams just to let the other truck that they've passed and they can go back to the right lane. We don't have this in this game. I would think that this is still happening in real life, but I don't know. I haven't been to Germany in a long time, and I haven't really, like, even the last time when I was there, I wasn't really watching what trucks were doing. I was on vacation, and that was basically like 2013, something like that, 2014. the right lane. I might be exiting soon. And I think this sign actually said that the right lane is ending. Let's see. Maybe we're exiting somewhere here. Let's see what... Oh yeah, I can see it now. You really have to watch, otherwise you never know if you're exiting. Okay, good thing I moved over. Let's take this Ausfahrt. Traffic light, and of course it is red as usual. I hate the traffic lights in this game. They are holding you up way too long, but at least it gives me a chance to take a look at the truck. So it is really nice. I like this livery even better on the Scania truck. See, the white is a little bit more than the MAN truck. Yeah, looks really nice. Oh, it's green. Let's go. We're gonna miss the green light. The wait will be very long if I miss this light. And before I forget, here's one thing I really don't like about this truck. This is the peak left and right. You can't see anything when you're seated so far back. Yeah, I will be exchanging this truck for a MAN. I mean, I'm gonna give this one to one of my drivers, and I'm going to buy a new MAN truck, and I'm gonna drive that. And actually, I'm going to hire a new driver and let them drive this truck. Okay, this video is already getting way too long. We're gonna have to wrap it up here. Let's just take another look at this beauty. Probably one of my last times driving it. I'm gonna be giving it to a driver. I'm gonna buy the MAN truck. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you very much for spending the time today, and I hope I will see you in our next episode. A like and subscribe would be very much appreciated. And that is it for today. Thank you again, and goodbye.